there's the dead centre of England. He's the centre of our lives anyway. So, oh, there's the ball. Just looking for the ball for him. So it's a bit cloudy today, as you see, and we're out this morning. We were back in the house, but whilst it was still dark. So we bring a torch out with us. But I want to talk about where most of us live. Or our lives fluctuate between what we could call hope and fear. We fear that something will happen and we hope it doesn't. We're hoping for this and we're fearing that. And see, really, it's like a game of ping pong. We're trapped in a game of ping pong. Hope, fear, bat, 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 bat. And we somehow in the middle of it thinking, oh, yeah. You know, hope has this sort of positive side, doesn't it? Like, it's all about hope, but actually it's one side of a coin. Because everything has an opposite. And the opposite of hope we could call fear. It might have other opposites, but I think it's good enough. So our lives can be just a game of ping pong between hope and fear. And it's no way to live. Or it's a terrible way to live. Because most of the content of that hope and fear is actually unreal. It's all made up. See, Banky doesn't get lost in that hope and fear. All he does is run for the ball. He doesn't hope he gets it. He doesn't fear that he won't get it. He doesn't fear that he won't get dinner. He doesn't do any of that. He's just here, functioning. Natural intelligence at work. And I think that ping pong between hope and fear, it depletes our energy. There's hope and fear and all the little cousins that come off that. Like anxiety, and expecting. It's just loaded with a load of energy sapping. Let me put it another way. See, the mind, and I'm only talking about self-centered thinking here, not talking about practical or action-oriented or functional, creative, just the self-centered me thinking. See, it's like an energy vampire. It saps you of your energy. It needs your energy to survive. And it knows how to get your energy. It knows how to get your attention. That's what it knows. Because it knows you intimately. See, the mind, as I'm using it, it's sort of like a program. We get plugged into a program when we're a young, 2 or 3 years of age, when we start to use language and become sort of aware of the world, start to think. And more we become mind dominated. So our lives are dominated by mind, by thinking. So what to do? Well, that's almost on every retreat run we cover this area in some way, shape or form. How to stop believing the thoughts that the mind is presenting, because that's what's happening. And 95% of what it's presenting to you isn't true. It's inverted. That means the opposite is true. So a mind wants to keep you believing you're this limited little person that will then experience fear. If I believe myself to be small and limited and against the world, this big world out there, I'm going to experience fear. And the mind is a kind of intelligence, but the intelligence is laced with fear. It's imbued with fear. So what to do? Well, we have to begin to see thoughts as merely thoughts. How do we do that? We can sit quietly each day, just 10 minutes. You don't need long meditations. Just sit quietly and notice when you stick to thoughts, when you get immersed in the storyline. At that point, just neutrally release, you come back to what's actually real. Look, this is real. Yeah. Science may say it's not real. It's real enough. it's all we've got. Yeah. We've got this. Yeah. And see, what we overlook when we get immersed in and fixated on thought, we miss something. We miss our very presence, our very effortless being. And you might hear that word, effortless being. What are you talking about? That's how much we miss it. It's like, what do you mean? Life's not effortless. I don't feel very effortless. It's because we're living in mind. And that takes enormous amount of effort, because mind keeps us trying to be somebody. Yeah. And we're forever losing our energy in this thought-made world. That the energy is getting sucked away from us into this mental world. So we have to start to identify, just sit quietly. Just notice the thought comes. The odd thought just tickles you and moves on. Other thoughts, they're a bit more seductive, draw your attention. See, it's offering you carrots, like a carrot just in front. It keeps offering you carrots. Follow me, and you'll be okay. You won't. You won't be okay. You're more okay if you don't follow it. You're here with all the senses alive. Yeah? That's where you want to be. So notice when you don't make a big deal out of it, because that's more mind. Just notice, come back to presence. There you go. That's it. Just be more banky. Be more banky. Okay, guys. Thank you. Bye.